With Air Gunner Reviews. I am so sorry it's been so long since I've actually posted any content. I'm self-employed and this happens to be one of the busiest time of year for me, so I'm constantly traveling, and so I'm back in town for a little while and I have a little time to put up some content. And one of my subscribers asked me to do this, and I thought, hey, that's not such a bad idea. So we're going to put the Kinetic projectiles against the training projectiles and to see which one actually has more impact. Now this is going to be kind of an interesting thing. You would think that the kinetic projectiles would be more powerful or hurt a little bit more, but I'm really not convinced of that. These, of course, these bounce off you where the other ones are going to hit. And I've also seen a few other videos out there and people saying that when they've gotten hit with the training rounds, that they do hurt a little bit more. So we're going to see how the inert ones work. Interesting enough, when you read the bottle on this, it says not for use against humans. I kind of find that particular. Why? I mean, you know, if I shoot these out in my workshop and I'm sweeping them up, is there some type of chemical that Agent Orange or something in these? So I'm a little curious about that for a self-defense weapon, that these you couldn't, but yet you can take these pepper rounds and shoot these and, you know, cause all kinds of havoc with them. Anyhow, that's going off course a little bit. I just wanted to point that out. But yes, so we're going to take these sheets of metal right here, and I'm going to first shoot the kinetic rounds at it. We're going to see what kind of dents they put into it. Then I'm going to give it a half hour, let the Byrna LE warm up quite a bit, and then we are going to try the inert rounds to see actually which one has more power. Now, an interesting note, and they also, the person who asked me to do, subscriber asked me to also do a pepper round. I'm going to discount this, and I'm going to tell you why, because they are just a hair heavier than the kinetic round. And being a softer shell, I just don't think that that's going to be valid as far as an impact. But we're going to weigh these. And another noteworthy is that these inert ones, they're all over the board when you measure them. So we're going to just kind of weigh it real quick. We're going to show you what these come out to be. And let me get this all set up, and I'll point the camera down here. 1 second. All right, let me get the camera down this way so you can see it, and hopefully you're going to be able to see that. I think you can. Let me push this up a little closer, and let me do this here, and down. Okay, here we go. Hopefully you can see that, and let's see what we have. All right, so here is an inert round. Let's see what that weighs. If I get it right in the center here. There we go. 310. Let's check another one. 310. So those are pretty good. 3.32. And last one. 3.51. So I have randomly filled these up. I just reached in and just grabbed whatever came out of them, but that is interesting that those are all over the board. And this is the OC Pepper one, 3.09. So it's not much heavier than this guy right here, which is 2.93. 2.93. So that's why I'm discounting this as trying that. Anyhow, with further ado, let's go out, let's shoot these kinetics, see what kind of damage they are, and then we'll look at everything in a few minutes. So, fresh CO2, Byrna CO2, obviously, and we have the kinetic rounds, Byrna kinetic rounds loaded in here, putting it onto safety, and we're going to click it. And we are charged. We're ready to fire 7 shots. Let's see what kind of damage we have. Fire in the hole. Take it off, safety. safety. That's a pretty good impact right there. All right, now we're going to give it about a half hour. We'll be back and let's try the inert rounds. Okay, here we go. We've got this baby loaded up with the inert rounds. Fresh CO2, it's on safety. Gonna click it. We are charged. Let's see what kind of damage we've got going. And by the way, we're about 16 feet away. I don't know if I explained that before, but we're roughly 16 feet away from the target, which is about where would you probably be starting to shoot in a self-defense situation. But anyhow, let's see what happens here. Ooh. Well, that's very interesting. Let's take a look at these different pans and see what the evaluation is. All right, so I want to point something out. If this was a self-defense situation here and you were using these rounds, you don't have a whole lot of evidence actually left. You know, if the police are called and they want evidence of what you shot at them, let's turn this around and see what we've got left as far as ammo. Okay, so you can see little fragments here. But they're all over the place, these little things of shell. So there's really not a whole lot of evidence left other than the powder. And this appears, the interesting about the impact here, it's not pointy like you would expect, you know, like it is with the Kinetic, but it did dent the pan more, as you can see on the outside. We're going to take a better look when I get this off, but it crushed it more than the Kinetic ones did. The Kinetic had put a point, but the overall, the pan itself got pushed in a lot more dramatically. So here are the results. This is the sheet pan that we shot the Kinetics in. Now here's something very noteworthy. Look at shot one. Now it's very low, and that could have been me, I have no idea. But besides that, look at the huge dent in here, and look at the penetration. Now that is very consistent. I did a video between the Salt S2 pitted up against the Byrna LE, and with the Byrna LE there was a 100 foot per second drop between shot one and shot two, and this is what I'm talking about here. Okay, so there's shot one. Now you can see that came out fast and hard and put a nice dent here. Shot two is this one right here, and that's what that caused right here. And so what I'm saying is that when you've had I've had my LE repaired, this is my second one, and they never come out the way they should when they come back for repair. They're very inconsistent, and this is what I'm talking about here. But besides all of that, this is the damage that occurred with all 7 shots. You can see where it came through here. This one, of course, being the biggest one. Now, when we can compare that to the Inert did not put a very fine footprint like this. Okay, so you can see there's much shallower but wider holes, bigger craters here in there than you will. These are much more defined. But a noteworthy part of this is, number one, the accuracy was really good. Everything stayed into the center of the pan. But not only that, but there's more of an indent in here. And you can see it where this had folded right here. And so there's definitely a bigger imprint. It's definitely deeper. I would still say the Kinetics would hurt probably much more because it's more condensed of a, you know, of a shot. So yeah, I think that would still hurt more, but it's interesting. It's a very interesting test, but this definitely dented more. So it's hard to say which one would actually hurt more, but I would have to probably give it to the Kinetics. Anyhow, there you have it. That is the test for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you like. I do put this type of content out quite a bit. Also, check out my Salt S2 and Byrna LE comparison. And you're going to find that this is not uncommon for a Byrna LE. And these right here are very consistent with the damage that would happen with the Byrna SD. So sometimes with the LE, yeah, you get one or two good shots, at least with mine, and that's it. Then the power kind of goes down very quickly from there. I'm really liking my SD, to be honest with you, and I'm going to put another video out about the SD because it is so much more compact. Anyhow, that's for the future. I hope you liked this and enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next episode. Thank you guys for watching as always, and take care.